All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our TensorFlow course, and we're still doing our malaria confusion matrix module. Let's have a look at what we went over today. Now, yesterday I did inform you that we did find a bug and we were able to move forward with our coursework. So let's pick up where we left off. So now that we gotten this, our next step is going to use the confusion matrix from Sidekick and Matrix. First, we will initialize our threshold and set it to zero point 0.5. Next, we will assign our variable of CM to confusion matrix with the parameters of labels predicted greater than threshold. And the reason that we're going to set the predicted greater than the threshold is so that we're saying is that all of the values greater than the threshold are considered unaffected, and all of the values less than or equal to the threshold is going to be considered parasitized. So you can see how the threshold here is initialized and equal to zero point 0.5. You do see we have some other values under beneath it, but I'll get to that in a second. Explain to you what's going on with that. Then we have our CM equals confusion matrix with the parameters labels. Then we have predicted greater than threshold. Then we're going to print the CM, which I haven't done yet because we had to work out those bugs, so I didn't want to print anything. So now that we have everything, I can print everything overnight and then have it ready for you tomorrow. But moving on, we will run this portion of the code first separately. Now these results should show us the number of true negatives and true positives, and the number of false negatives and false positives. Now getting back to our model evaluation, we'll see exactly which of the values are true positives, true negatives, or false negatives. Let me go down here. So the sidekick returns us. So what the sidekick returns us is similar to what the TensorFlow gives us when we compare the numbers. I don't know why that's so jumbled into one long word when it's compare the numbers. And again, we're just comparing the numbers to when we ran the initial code with the TensorFlow gave us back, and we're gonna see exactly what the sidekick give us, and we're gonna compare those numbers. That's what we're saying there. That's the numbers we're comparing. Well, then, let me see. We'll then see that how by modifying the threshold, we can either reduce the Fn or reduce the Fp. That's the false negative and a false positive. So, for example, we will, let me see, I can't see, it's kind of glare here, hold on. So, for example, we'll reduce the threshold from zero point 0.5 to 0.25. Like I said, that's this here. We got to comment it out right here because we're not running it yet until we do the zero point 0.5. But this is how we're going to reduce the threshold from 0.5 to 0.25. So, we're going to go half of it. And after the run of that, we'll see that we now have a number of false negatives reduced when we reduce the threshold. Now we'll try to increase the threshold to 0.75 and see how things are affected. You can see here that's going to be after we do the 0.25, we're going to do 0.75 and see how things are also affected by increasing the threshold as opposed to lowering it. So yeah, after we do that, we'll see that the number of false negatives has increased and the number of false positives has reduced because we increased the value of the threshold. Now, if everything goes right after I run it, that's what should happen. So that's why I wrote everything out. We haven't ran it yet to see exactly if it holds true, but that's the results we're expecting. Now we can focus on printing out our plots. This is going to be the second half of it here. We're not getting to that today, so we're going to just do the CM and the stuff, all that stuff overnight, and then tomorrow we'll pick up with running the plots and going over everything with that. So that's everything we did with TensorFlow today. Now I do also want to show you guys something else. I do have some new images generated that I want to run by you. I'm going to keep the Dragon Ride as my screensaver. I like those, so we're going to keep that as a screensaver. But let me get and show you the new images that we have generated, so I can show you what we're working with here. If I can get ahead and pull it up. I don't know why things are running so slow. So these are the new images here. The hello, open up. Okay. So as you can see, I'm pretty sure you can see the name on the first one. It's called the Princess Mermaid. So yeah, this one here I didn't have the settings set properly. I should have had them set to a little more realist or a little more realistic. So you can see they look a little animated, but they still came out good. So yeah, I'm going to end up animating this one here to see what we get. And then we have these here. I like the way these came out. These are a lot more lifelike than the mermaid one. So yeah, I'll probably take one of these to animate also. Maybe this one here and the mermaid one. So yeah, so that's what we done for the day. So yeah, I'll probably end up animating these. If not overnight, then I'll probably animate these tomorrow and see what it gives us. So I'll probably do this one here, the little baby lion tiger here. I don't know what kind of cat that is. It's some kind of hybrid. But yeah, that was the best one out of the three. This one was cool too. It's just not this one. This one was cool too, but I don't know. The face just seems a little off there. But I think this is the best out of the three here. So this one we're going to animate. We're going to end up animating this one. We're going to animate the mermaid here. I may leave it like this, or I may try to get a more realistic generation of it. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll just do both to see which one comes back better. Yep. So that's where we're at with that. Of course, I will keep you guys posted every step of the way. But for now, it's the Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.